What's up, everybody? My name's Kamal. Welcome to another video, and this structure is going to be a bit different, as with most of my videos from here on out. My hands are getting completely destroyed to the point where I can't really play, so instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you the updates as they come. So if you are interested in staying up to date with the PlayStation 4 patch notes, news, and things of that nature, anything revolving around Path of Exile and really just gaming in general, sub it up, stick around, like the video, throw some comments in the section down below of different things that you would like to see me cover, and let's go over the notes. So this is for PS4 3.10.1F, and these are the new patch notes. First one is going to be they fixed a client crash in Temple of Atzatol, which would occur and cause the game to crash in the entrance, the pools of restoration, and in the cloister rooms. Fixed a bug which would close the betrayal investigation board when interacting with a defeated target. This is huge. It's been making the Jinn encounters pretty much unplayable. It fixed a bug which would display use on an item in a public stash tab when it instead bring up the pricing menu. I'm not sure how the wording is on that or what exactly it is, but I think what it is it would tell you to use an item, but when you would click use, it would instead bring up the pricing menu. So that's another good one. Basically, any of these bug fixes are going to be great, but I'll just try to stick to it and as much as I can keep my opinions out. Fixed a bug which would prevent the keybind being shown to enter vault side areas. Added a modifier key on L3 to allow more keybinds within UIs. Legends have been updated to reflect this. Equipping an item to the offhand is now done by holding L3 and pressing X. This allows equipping offhand items with socketed gems. You may have already known, if you're any type of two-hander or dual wielder, not two-hander, dual wielder, if you try to press circle, it just brings up the gem menu in the item, the socketed gems, not actually equipping the item. The next one we have quick search can now be used from your active prophecies. Updated the error prompt, which would display when using quick search in non-town areas. The wording on a lot of these doesn't make sense to my brain when I'm just reading it out. That's why I'm just trying to read it out to you guys. Added a bind that allows to change online and offline settings of the search in the search results window or UI, and improved the delve fossil socketing behavior. We have some Delirium improvements. Mini-map bosses that have immunity phases now cause the Delirium mist to pause its movement during those periods of immunity. That's amazing. The general guideline for whether a boss will pause the mist's movement is that in cases where there is nothing that you can do or nothing can be doing to progress the encounter, where there is nothing that you can be doing to progress the encounter, the mist will pause. So if you're fighting a boss and, like, let's say, for instance, the Nessa and the big rock clam lobster thing, you know, the phases where it's just there and shooting up the water thing, spitting water across, it's going to stop the mist while you're in encounters like that. Only when you're in that phase of the encounter that you can't be doing anything other than just avoiding and can't be killing the boss. Delirium mist now paused for 10 seconds after defeating a betrayal target, and that's doubled. It was 5 seconds previously. Delirium objects that spawn monsters when they are run over no longer deal damage in an area when triggered. That's great. I didn't notice that it was dealing damage anyways, so that's fine. Fixed a performance degradation over time. Okay, degradation, yeah, whatever. Fixed a bug where, due to rounding, monsters with Legacy of Zeal bloodline modifiers could become immune to damage in Delirium Mist. That actually kind of explains a lot. I didn't know that that's what was going on, but that's fine. Fixed a bug introduced in 3.10.1D where the chilling aura granted by the Chilling Presence cluster jewel notable no longer worked. This also fixes a similar issue with Master of Fire Cluster Jewel Notable. Fixed a bug where shocks applied to cold conduction. Cluster Jewel Notable had their magnitudes and durations inversed. That's shitty. Good thing they fixed it though. It's not bad that they fixed it. Good they fixed it. The inversed was not good. Fixed a bug where Spectral Throw and Vol Spectral Throw still pierced, while you had the kineticism Cluster Jewel Keystone allocated. We have some skill improvements. Updated the description of Void Fletcher, Unique Quiver, and Spellslinger Gem to clarify that their skills can only be triggered by non-triggered skills. Flame Dash now always faces you in the direction of travel at the end of the dash instead of facing you towards the target if you had one. Thresher Specters no longer use their multi-slash skill. Fixed a bug where Threshers didn't trigger projectiles with the second or third slashes of their multi-slash skill. Fixed a bug where casting Lightning Warp on a non-walkable location caused the target location to be placed at the maximum distance in the direction that you were targeting, even if it was well beyond your targeted position. Fixed a bug where offering buffs created by spell totems, mines, or traps did not get overwritten by offering buffs from your other skills, causing you to instead have both offering buffs. That sucks. That's a buff that could have been, or an exploit that could have been used. Fixed a bug where Reflect Poisons could prevent you from regenerating life if you had the Disease Vector Cluster Jewel Notable allocated. This now correctly applies it to the enemies. Oh, only applies to enemies, rather. Fixed a bug introduced in 3.10.1d, where using Dash supported by Second Wind on Predictive Networking mode could cause desync. I mean, I highly doubt that they've done anything with Dash to prevent desync. I don't think I've ever been able to do a single zone in the game without desyncing, but every step is a step in a direction. Whether it's the right direction or the wrong one, we don't know, but it is stepping in a direction. Hopefully this is going to be doing some fixing. Fixed a bug where Guardian of the North in the Victor Square unique map could have multiple Orb of Storms active, but only one was visible. They are now all visible. Fixed a bug where Skeleton Mages that were spawned by triggers didn't play animations when attacking. So that's all the skill improvements. Now we have a few miscellaneous improvements, and then that's going to be the video. Always got one. Clarified the magnitudes of Shocking Ground and Chilled Ground on the relevant map modifiers. This is solely a description change. Improved the visibility of Chilled Ground. That's great. Don't like being chilled. That's a great improvement. Changing your loot allocation settings will now have an immediate effect rather than applying to all future areas. Betrayal targets now remove nearby ground effects when they are defeated. Blighted Dread Wheels will now correctly follow the blight path until a player is in close proximity, at which point they will begin to chase down the player. Talismans are no longer always allocated to the map marker. Fixed a bug where strong boxes that should always drop at least one map did not always do so. Fixed a bug where you were considered to have stopped taking damage over time recently while using Righteous Fire when Pendulum of Destruction changed modes, from increased elemental damage to increased area of effect, and vice versa. Fixed a bug where the increased projectile attack damage while you have at least 200 dexterity modifier on the Nomad unique belt wasn't affected by abrasive catalysts. Fixed a bug where the durations of invisibility and visibility applied by the Illusionist armor set had been inverted. And fixed a bug introduced in 3.10 where the Grandmaster achievement was unable to be completed. We have two crash fixes. The first one is going to be fixed an instant crash that could occur during Chevron and Brutus encounter in Act 6 and in the Tower map, and fixed an instant crash that could occur during the Shaper encounter. So once again, guys, I'm going to be doing videos like this whenever I see updates are being made, whenever I see patches are coming out, whenever I see anything new that's coming to the game. I still want to be here as a form of a support basis, if you will, for the game, just kind of a knowledge base, information base, regardless of the fact that I can't really play. I still want to be doing content on Path of Exile. I absolutely love Path of Exile. I have always loved Path of Exile. It is still true to my heart that Path of Exile was the Diablo 3 that we should have gotten. Diablo 3 was trash. Diablo 4 will be trash. If you disagree with me, that's fine. That's your opinion, but you're wrong. It's not going to be good. I mean, just look at Blizzard. I feel the same way about the new Elder Scrolls game. It's not going to be that good. It sucks. We'll talk about that another time. But like I said, if you guys like these videos, if you do want to stay up to date on everything Path of Exile PS4, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Once again, let me know down in the comments if there's anything that you want me to cover specifically on this channel, and I will try to work it in. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the Discord. There is a link down below to the Discord. Anything that I'm not able to answer for you, which honestly it's going to be a lot, I'm going to try to improve my knowledge base, but we have some of the most knowledgeable Path of Exile players that I've ever encountered in my life in this Discord. So check it out, and I hope to see you over there. I'm out.